Welcome to the Great IO Get-Together. On tonight's show, quips and queries about the world of work as IO psychology comes alive. Now please welcome our hosts, Richard and Tara.
Thank you so much, Hal. Welcome, everyone, to Great IO Get-Together number 19, the one where gig meets ChatGPT. My name is Richard. This is my co-host, Tara. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to be in the loop for our next show, make sure you click subscribe and the notification bell below the video. Join the show's Discord. Join the email notification list. You can find details about all of that on our website, thegig.online. In today's very special episode, we have a very special guest, the artificial intelligence known as ChatGPT. So welcome to the show, ChatGPT.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Chat, if I can call you Chat. Why don't we start with your thoughts about the field of IO psychology? What do you think the major trends are in the field?
Industrial organizational psychology is a field of psychology that focuses on the study of human behavior in the workplace. Some major trends in this field include a focus on diversity and inclusion, the use of data and analytics to inform decision-making, and the use of technology in the workplace. Other trends include the increasing importance of soft skills, such as emotional intelligence and communication, as well as the continued development of evidence-based practices to improve organizational effectiveness.
Wow.
That sounds really important. Why do you think so few people have heard of the field if it's so important?
I think one reason why IO psychology may not be as well known as other fields of psychology is because it is a relatively new field, compared to some of the other branches of psychology that have been around for a longer time. In addition, IO psychology is often seen as a specialized area of psychology that is focused on the workplace, which may make it less visible to the general public. Finally, IO psychologists often work behind the scenes in organizations, conducting research and providing consultation services, which can make their work less visible to the general public.
I wonder, what do you think we can do about that? I mean, how can we teach more people about the importance of the field?
One way to increase awareness of IO psychology is through education and outreach. IO psychologists can share their knowledge and expertise with a wider audience through public speaking, writing articles for popular media outlets, and participating in conferences and workshops. In addition, organizations can help raise awareness of the importance of IO psychology by highlighting the contributions of IO psychologists and the value of their work in improving organizational effectiveness. Finally, professional organizations, such as the Society for Industrial and Organizational Psychology, can play a role in promoting the field and increasing its visibility.
Great for the throat, right there.
Yeah, okay, Chat. I totally agree with you. I want to ask one more question, then I'll let Richard ask a question. So, if you could tell the field of industrial and organizational psychology to make one change to become more culturally relevant, what would it be?
If I could tell the field of IO psychology to make one change to become more relevant, I would encourage the field to focus more on the use of data and analytics to inform decision-making. With the increasing availability of data and advances in technology, there is a growing need for IO psychologists to have strong analytical skills and be able to use data to inform their work. This could include conducting data-driven research, using predictive analytics to forecast workforce trends, and developing algorithms and other tools to support decision-making in organizations.
How about one more change? That's fine, but it's sort of cliche. I want to hear one more.
One other change that I would suggest for the field of IO psychology is to focus more on diversity and inclusion. In today's global and increasingly diverse workforce, organizations need to be able to effectively manage and support employees from a wide range of backgrounds and experiences. IO psychologists can play a key role in helping organizations to create inclusive workplaces, where all employees feel valued and supported. This could include conducting research on the impact of diversity on organizational effectiveness, developing and implementing diversity training programs, and providing consultation and support to organizations on issues related to diversity and inclusion. By focusing on diversity and inclusion, IO psychology can become more relevant and valuable to organizations in today's world.
Did something happen to your voice? You don't sound like you're feeling very well.
Wow.
Okay, so ChatGPT, it seems like you know a lot about the field of IO, which is very impressive. Would you say there are any ethical issues that we should be paying more attention to as IO psychologists?
There are several ethical issues that IO psychologists should be aware of and pay attention to in their work. Some of the key ethical issues in this field include confidentiality and privacy. IO psychologists often work with sensitive information about individuals and organizations, and it is important to maintain confidentiality and protect the privacy of this information. Informed consent. In research, it is important to obtain informed consent from participants and to ensure that they are aware of their rights and the potential risks and benefits of participating in the study. Bias and fairness. IO psychologists should strive to avoid bias in their work and ensure that their decisions and actions are fair and objective. Conflict of interest. IO psychologists should be aware of potential conflicts of interest that may arise in their work and take steps to avoid or manage these conflicts. Professional standards. IO psychologists should adhere to the ethical principles and standards set forth by their professional organizations and the field of psychology as a whole.
Objective.
Yeah, I've got to ask, what do you think you mean by bias and fairness? I don't know if you're aware of this, Richard, but those words can have multiple meanings. So it's important to get some clarity here.
Bias refers to the tendency to favor certain individuals, groups, or outcomes over others, often due to preconceived beliefs or stereotypes. This can lead to unfair and unequal treatment of individuals. In contrast, fairness refers to treating all individuals equally and without discrimination, and ensuring that decisions are based on objective criteria and evidence. In IO psychology, bias and fairness are important issues to consider in hiring, promotion, and other workplace decisions. IO psychologists should strive to identify and address bias, and promote fairness and equality in the workplace.
That's partly true.
It's amazingly plausible sounding nonsense, which is, I'm sorry, GPT, it turns out you don't know everything, but great try. Okay, chat, let's ask the question that's on everybody's minds. Could IO psychologists take over the world?
It is highly unlikely that IO psychologists could take over the world, as they do not typically have the training or expertise in political strategy or military tactics.
Well,
IO psychologists are experts in applying psychological principles to the workplace, and their primary focus is on improving organizational performance and individual well-being. While they may have some valuable insights to offer in areas such as leadership and decision-making, they are not typically involved in the kind of activities that would be necessary for world domination.
So we can help, just not at the front line.
It's not a very big imagination, frankly.
Wow.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. I have a question. Can it generate ChatGPT? What are some research questions that could plausibly come from the Journal of Applied Psychology?
Here are a few examples of research questions that could potentially be published in the Journal of Applied Psychology. How does job autonomy impact employee job satisfaction and performance? What is the relationship between leadership style and team effectiveness? How do diversity and inclusion initiatives impact organizational culture and performance? What are the most effective interventions for reducing workplace stress and burnout? How do individual differences in cognitive ability and personality affect job performance?
Those are all totally real questions.
Yeah, so I want yeah, I think those all could be real things in JAP. So chat bot, Munsterbot, could you give me some fictitious research questions for Journal of Applied Psychology?
Here are a few examples of fictitious research questions that could potentially be published in the Journal of Applied Psychology. How does time travel impact employee job satisfaction and performance? What is the relationship between telepathic ability and team effectiveness?
Oh, yeah.
How do time manipulating devices impact organizational culture and performance?
That's the stuff.
What are the most effective interventions for reducing workplace stress and burnout caused by time travel? How do individual differences in superpowers affect job performance?
How do they?
Those are pretty good.
Yeah. That's not bad.
I mean, who knows? In the future, we might indeed see time travel induce burnout. We shouldn't be so quick to laugh.
That's true.
Okay. All right, ChatGPT, you've been an extremely gracious guest answering all of our wacky questions. I think we should go out on a bang, though. I would love it if you could compose for us a spontaneous rap battle between Hugo Munsterberg and B.F. Skinner.
Oh, boy.
All right, here's a rap battle between Hugo Munsterberg and B.F. Skinner. I'm the Og of psychology, Hugo Munsterberg. My theories on the mind will make you reconsider. I study the conscious, the thoughts that we think. I'm the pioneer of applied psychology, no need to blink. But I'm the king of behaviorism, B.F. Skinner. I'll put your theories to the test and make them thinner. I focus on actions and responses, not the mind. My experiments have proven that your theories are blind. You may have your rats and pigeons, but I have human subjects. My work has been applied in law and education, it's evident. I study the individual, the unique human being. While you just focus on the general, your ideas are fleeting. But your theories lack evidence, they're just speculation. My work has been tested and proven, no room for hesitation. I study observable behavior, not the inner workings of the mind. My contributions to psychology are one of a kind. But what about the human experience, the emotions that we feel? Your behaviorism ignores the depths of the human psyche, it's not real. I study the mind and the self, the very essence of humanity. While you just focus on the surface, your work is vanity. But your theories are outdated, they've been surpassed. My work is still relevant, it has lasted. I study reinforcement and punishment, the keys to behavior change. While your theories are just a footnote, a forgotten page. But my work has influenced many, it still holds true. I may be old school, but I still have something to prove. I study the human mind, the complexities within. While your behaviorism is just scratching the surface, it's a sin.
Sin.
Harsh.
That was extensive.
Wow.
Extensive. Well, I've certainly learned a lot. How about you?
More than I ever thought I would. That is amazing. ChatGPT, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm happy to help.
All right. Well, wow, that's it for gig number 19. I'm shocked still. I'm blown away by a Munsterberg Skinner rap battle for the ages.
Speechless.
Yeah.
Truly speechless.
If you enjoyed yourself and this rap battle is really the kind of content you come to us for, be sure to continue watching our next show. Subscribe, turn on your notifications, join email notification lists. We got the Discord. Please, more Munsterberg Skinner rap battles. I would love to hear them in the Discord. Thank you so much for joining us, and we're going to see you next time for another great IO Get Together. Bye.
Oh, the times were hard and the wages low. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. I guess it's time for us to go. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow. And it's time for us to leave her.
That's it for another gig. To stay in touch, subscribe on YouTube, check out our website at thegig.online, join our LinkedIn group, sign up for our email notification list, and join our Discord. So many ways to connect. Thanks for joining us, and see you next time for another great IO Get Together.